Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Heather, I'm the Bent Yogi, and this is part 2 of my Summer Chakra series. Today, Svatistana Chakra. And as I said in the first video, if chakras aren't your thing, that's okay. Today is a hip-focused flow because Svatistana physically relates to our hips. So let's get started in a gentle hip opener, child's pose. Coming onto your mat and coming into your child's pose. And child's pose, I forget this all the time, but child's pose is a gentle hip opener. Take your knees wide, let your hips sink towards your heels, extend your hands forward. And as we move through this Svatistana hip chakra flow, you can bring your awareness to your hips. And you can start by doing that with your breath. So take a big breath in, and a long breath out. And you might visualize, imagine, or even feel that you're bringing breath right into your hip area. Svatistana chakra physically relates to your hips. Energetically, you can visualize it located about halfway between your belly button and the base of your spine. And take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. And the color for Svatistana chakra is orange, which is why I've set up in front of my husband's beautiful orange flowers, which are just beginning to wake up this morning. And that's what we're doing when we focus on a particular chakra or a particular part of our body. We're waking up the energy. Let's take another deep breath in. And a long breath out. And then go ahead, extend your hands forward. Tuck your toes under, lift your hips. And come on into your downward facing dog. Maybe a little bit of movement, you can walk it out. The color for this chakra is orange, and the bija mantra, the single syllable mantra, is VAM, V-A-M. Take a deep breath in, and a long breath out. So as we move through this practice, if you're focusing on awakening and balancing this chakra, then you can work with those tools, right? Just like you work with your breath, you can focus on the color orange, an orange ball of energy between your belly button and the base of your spine. You can practice the mantra VAM. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. And then bring your feet together a little bit forward. Take your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee for your down dog hip opener. And you're opening up your hips here. It's part of what we'll do through this whole practice, but feel how you do that. You do it from a steady foundation. So even as we move up in the chakras, right, we're always focusing on our roots, the root chakra, Muladhara. Take a deep breath in here and roll your right hip down. Bring the right foot down. Take your left leg up to the sky. Lift up, lift from the ground up, and then bend your left knee for your down dog hip opener. Maybe a little movement with the foot or the knee or even the hips, the movement of your breath. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. And take another deep breath in here. As you exhale, step your left foot up to the front edge of your mat. Step your right foot to meet your left. Set your feet and rise to stand. Reach all the way up. Lift up, fill up a big inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Pause for a moment, feel where you are. Feel your intention for your practice today. You can set your intention, and if Svatistana chakra is part of your intention, then again, the color orange, that orange ball of energy, the bija mantra, VAM, V-A-M. Together, let's take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Hands to your mat, step back, high push up, forward and halfway down, low push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Or come on back to child's pose. Take a deep breath in And a long breath out. So move through a couple of sun salutations. This whole practice is a flow. The element associated with Svatistana is water. So going with the flow, just like the flow of water. Take a deep breath in, exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, lift and reach, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, high push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Set your foundation, set your gaze or close your eyes. Take a big breath in, then a long breath out. Another big inhale here, exhale, walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, fill up, reach up, exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale, high push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Couple of breaths, one breath at a time. Keeping your attention on your breath and focusing your attention on your hips, but still maintaining attention and connection with your whole body, your whole being. Take another big breath in, exhale, step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Because even as we focus on one chakra, right, it's not to the exclusion of all the others. Right? They're all connected. We're all connected. And even as I practice outside here in front of my husband's beautiful flowers out in nature, right, still you might hear cars going by. And so that balance of being outside in nature and then still being a part of civilization. Here, ground through your feet. Draw your left knee up towards your chest. Still that big bend in your right knee. And take your left foot across your right thigh. Now you can have your hands high, or you can work with your hands at your heart here. And then start to tip forward. So you have a little bit of balance, right? That's your root chakra. And then a little bit of a hip opener for Svatistana. And the flow of breath right into your hips to help you awaken this hip energy. Energetically, Svatistana is about creativity, sensuality, and sexuality. How you express yourself and your ability to express your creativity. That's what we're doing right here in this flow. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. And as you inhale, come all the way up. Rise to stand. Drop that left foot. Reach up, lift up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, warrior one, Velasana, and open out to your warrior two. Again, a little bit of a hip opener, and because we practice child's pose, or I practice child's pose and warrior two in every practice, I kind of forget about that these are gentle hip openers. Depending on what's going on with your hips, it might feel like a challenging hip opener. So notice what you're feeling in your hips, in your body, in your being. Feel your breath, a big breath in, and a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior, reach up and go back. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Right foot again, warrior one, step up. Open out warrior two, and from here, come on into your horse pose, goddess pose. Bring your hands to your heart. Turn your toes out, heels, and big bend in your knees. It's another hip opener. Right? We're focusing on the hips, opening and awakening this energy in our hips. And every time you get on your mat to flow, you are being creative. I think that we forget that sometimes. Right? Even if you follow along with my practice, with what I'm leading you through, it's still your practice. You are creating your experience. And as you move through your day and your life, you're being creative. Creativity isn't reserved for special people, although you could argue that you are special. So of course you're creative. Go ahead and sit a little bit lower, maybe a little bit of side to side movement, a couple of arm circles. Big inhale, reach up. And as you exhale, hands through your heart. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Exhale, hands through your heart. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Come on up to stand. Pivot your toes and heels out. Hands to your hips or to your low back. Lift up a big inhale. And as you exhale, fold forward. Hands under your shoulders, halfway lift. Pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Left toes point forward. Come to the ball of your right foot. Bring your right knee down, untuck your right toes. Now, both hands inside your left foot. You can walk it a little bit forward, maybe out to the left. Stay here. We'll come on down to your forearms for your lizard pose. This is a pretty good hip opener for most people. So if it works better to stay on your hands, stay on your hands. If you have a prop handy, you can put that under your forearms. Soften your toes, your fingers, your face, and your jaw. So notice if you start to hold on in other places in your body, if sensation is building. Stay in the flow. And let there be a flow to your breath, a flow of energy into your hips, into Svatistana. Svatistana means dwelling place of the self. And your creativity, your sexuality, sensuality, with the ways that you express yourself. Awakening this energy so you can express yourself. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. And then go ahead, bring your hands to your mat. Come on up. Untuck the back toes, lift that right knee. Right foot steps up to meet your left. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. Lift and reach. Ooh, I tapped my husband's flowers. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push-up to low push-up, exhale. Upward dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. I say they're my husband's flowers because he planted them. He wants to fill our whole bank with these orange flowers. And I love them, but I'm not involved in the caretaking. Take another big breath in here. And as you exhale, lightly step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, sit back, set your feet, big bend to your knees. Steady foundation with your feet, strong legs, right? So again, building from the ground up, building on our root chakra. And then draw your right knee up towards your chest. Take your right foot across your left thigh for that figure four, the hip opener. Take your time. And you can have your hands high or at your heart. Start to tip forward. Let your hips come back. Breathing right into your hips, right into Svatistana chakra. Awakening, tapping into your creativity, right? Who you are and your ability to express yourself. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. On your next inhale, come all the way up, rise up, drop that right foot down, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward facing dog, exhale, downward facing dog. Left foot steps forward, warrior one, rise up, open out, warrior two. And a lot of the times when I think about creativity, we do think about special people. Right? Famous artists, famous singers, anyone like that. A lot of people will say, I'm not creative. Of course you are. Right? You're creating this practice right now for yourself, this experience. You're creating your day, your life, one breath at a time, with steady roots beneath you, around you to support you. Spin your palms to the sky and take your left hand high. Feel the flow of your breath. Lift from the ground, take a big inhale, exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot again, warrior one, rise up. Open out warrior two, and come on into your horse, your goddess pose. Right? Hands to your heart. Again, a little bit of movement, right? To settle in, settle down. Settle into the power of your creativity, the power of who you are, and then your ability to express this, who you are, not in an overpowering way, but in a way that you are sharing who you are, your unique being with the rest of the world. On your inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Exhale, hands through heart. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart, straighten your legs, toes pivot in, heels out, hands to your hips or to your low back. Big inhale, lift. And as you exhale, fold forward. Hands come under your shoulders. Your halfway lift, pivot back around towards the front edge of your mat. Right toes forward, comes the ball of your left foot. Lightly bring your left knee down and tuck the toes. You can walk your right foot to the right and a little bit forward. Hands come to the inside of the foot, and you're setting up for your lizard pose. Soften your toes. Right again, fingers, jaw. Awakening this energy of Svatistana and allowing yourself to really soften into it, soften into who you are, to be comfortable with who you are. And that's a flow too, right? Who we are, how we express ourselves. As we grow and change, that changes, so you stay in the flow. Take a big breath in, then a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Remember, here you can stay up on your hands. Right, there's a lot of sensation. Soften into it, maybe ease off. Take it one breath at a time. Another big inhale and a big exhale. And then come up to your hands. Set your hands, tuck the back toes under, lift your left knee. Left foot steps to meet your right. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand, lift up, reach up, fold forward, exhale. Here, take your feet wide, outer edges of your mat. Come on down into your Velasana, your squat. This is a good hip opener. You might find it works better to stay a little bit higher with your elbows on your knees. Maybe you get low, you can sit on props. Your feet don't have to be flat. Right? And whatever variation you're in, right, it's just right for you. So if you are higher with your elbows on your knees, don't think that you're doing any less. You're doing what works for you. You're creating this experience for yourself. I like a little bit of side-to-side movement, like in horse, just to kind of ease into it. Take a big breath in, then a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's add a little bit of movement. Extend your right arm out, your arm on the inside of the right leg, and take your left arm up to the sky. A big inhale. And then as you exhale, switch sides. Left hand on the inside of the left leg. Right arm goes up and back. Reach. Big breath in. As you exhale, switch sides. Inhale, left arm goes up. Exhale, inhale, right arm goes up. One more time. Exhale, inhale, left arm up. And as you exhale, left hand down, right arm goes up. I guess I need to do one more on the left. Exhale, right arm down. Inhale, left arm up. And as you exhale, both hands come down. Sit down, lie down, and come into Supta, Bada, Konasana. Feet together and knees wide here. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. I know you can bring your hands to your hips. You might bring your hands right to where you imagine or visualize Svatistana chakra to be. Right, the Bija mantra Vam, the color orange. Take a big breath in. Then a long breath out. Once more, a big inhale. Then a big exhale. And you can stay here as long as you like. Taking Shavasana, staying with Svatistana chakra. Svatistana chakra, your hips, always with you. So it doesn't have to be just focused in this practice. You can carry your attention on this chakra with you as you move through your day. Notice what affects it, how you can keep it awake and in balance. For now, I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. Thanks for joining me for this practice, the second in my Summer Chakra series. If you like it, leave a comment, subscribe. Most important, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I'll see you on your mat.